Well, hello. Welcome back to the Golden Key podcast.
Yes.
Again, my name is Lola Carey with Lola Carey Realtor Group, powered by On Demand Realty. I am a realtor. I have been a realtor for 21 years serving the DFW, and I specialize with senior citizen. And also, I'm a certified specialist when it comes to residential. So with that being said, it's saying I have been around for a while. I've seen all different kinds of market.
Yes, yeah.
And with that being said, again, I want to introduce to you none other than the magnificent Rhonda Hutchison.
Hey, the lone lioness.
Yes.
But my name is Rhonda Hutchison. I'm a mortgage broker, but also the broker owner of Envision Home Lending, where we help our strategic partners and our clients envision more through lending with high tech and high touch. And I am a reverse mortgage specialist. And what is that? That's a product for those 62 years of age that's looking for financial freedom, a lifestyle change, or a retirement supplement. And I'm excited about being here today with the amazing Lola Carey. Thank you so much for having me again on your podcast. Hey, it's the golden years and we have to take advantage of it.
And we have had a fabulous run of this podcast. And we have had a lot of questions. But we're having a major event, so stay tuned for more information. But right now we want to do a recap of what's been said previously. We have people have been asking, how is the loan repaid? I know we answered that previously, but again, this is a recap.
This is a recap.
How is the loan repaid?
Let's tell you this. With a reverse for purchase, or we were going to talk about a reverse mortgage, right? Remember, there's an umbrella, there's a reverse mortgage. Under that, there's called the HECM, which is a home equity conversion mortgage, where you stay in your home and you take money out for financial needs. Really, they use our repairs or anything you want to do. You want to travel. But then there's also the reverse for purchase, is what we're talking about today. And we've been talking about over these last series of podcasts. And that allows you to not really stay in your home, but take your current property, move into a new home.
Use me as the realtor to sell your home. And then you use her as the loan officer to purchase your new home.
Without and they're not going to believe it.
Without a monthly payment. The part that I love the most.
Exactly.
No monthly payment. That is amazing.
No monthly payment.
What would I be responsible for paying? Because you said no monthly payment. So in my mind, I'm thinking I don't have to pay mortgage. I don't have to pay insurance. I don't have to pay taxes. I don't have to pay nothing. Yes. That's what I'm hearing.
Yeah, but that's what you're hearing. But that's not the case.
Okay.
It's no principal and interest.
You hear that?
You are
principal
still
and interest.
Still like any other home that you own right out, you're still responsible for what? Your property taxes, your insurance, your HOA dues, and then of course with this reverse for purchase, any upkeep on the property. Now don't forget, you're moving into a new home, so you don't have to worry about that.
And you say new home, I want to make sure people understand. When you say new home, are you saying new construction, pre-existing, townhome, condo? What are you saying?
All the above. All the above. And when we say new home, we're talking about a home that you didn't live in currently.
Okay. That's right.
And you're moving into a new property from your old home to your new home. Because most of the times that's going to happen is you're looking to downsize.
Yes.
You had the stairs, you were going up and down, and now you want to know your kids are grown.
Emptiness.
You don't need 4 or 5 bedrooms. Now you can say, you know what? I'm tired of cleaning the house. So I'm going to move into a townhouse, a condo, or even a smaller. And let's not talk about the over 55 communities. Oh, those are amazing opportunities to be in a community where you have people like your age that have the same interests.
Yes.
You travel together. You go to the community center. You play bingo. You exercise. You play cards. They have activities. And then, of course, you're able to afford those homes that you would not have been able to afford. Okay. With a mortgage, because you don't want to move into a home with a mortgage. So this gives you the opportunity to be able to move into another community, another home without a monthly payment, which is key.
That part. I will be able to live my golden life Not that I'm not living it now,
Mhm.
but I just be able to live it better.
Yes, yes.
Okay, another question we have is there any non-recourse?
Okay. And what she means by non-recourse is that, will my heirs be responsible for paying my funds back on a reverse mortgage? Or if I sell the home and it's worth less, in the future, will I have to pay the difference of what the home is worth versus what the loan amount is? And it's a non-recourse, meaning that you would never have to, you or your heirs, pay for more than the home is worth. Say, for instance, again, if a water tower or a big amusement park, or just say folks just ain't taking care of their home like they're supposed to be, and the property value has gone down, and your loan of property value is more or less, than your loan amount. You
Okay.
never have to pay more. You will pay the lesser, either the property value or the loan amount. Whichever is less is what you're responsible for paying.
Okay.
So you or your heirs. Now let me talk about your heirs. Okay. It's that your heirs are not responsible for paying this back. Okay, the money back. Well, they have three options, and I know we talked about that before. One option is to be able to just sell the home, pay the reverse mortgage proceeds back, and then the property is theirs. They can do what they need to do. Or they can refinance. Refinance what? The value of the home? No, just the amount of reverse mortgage proceeds that's owed on the house. For instance, if you took it out and it was $100,000 in 5 years, you passed it's the 125. That's the amount that you have to refinance. Only the 125.
Okay. So do they appraise the property again if we get ready to sell it?
Well, if you're getting ready to sell it, of course the buyer, but then you'll do the appraisal. The buyer is going to do the appraisal.
Okay, but I'm talking about on the refinance part.
Oh yeah, they'll have to. Yeah, if they're going to refinance, and I'm sure they're probably going to do an appraisal. But I don't think it's required because you're refinancing it, and you're already the owner of the home, and that's why it's important. If we talk about it, maybe we'll get back another podcast. It's making sure you have your affairs in order with your wills, your trust, who's responsible for the property upon your death, because that's important. Because I see a lot of people that end up in probate.
Yes.
Because no one was designated at the property. And I'm going through one of those situations right now where there was no one designated no one listed as the owner of the home or the heir of the home when the home, and now they're in probate. So just making sure we have our affairs in order so that person, that designated person upon your death, will be able to say, I'm going to sell it, I'm going to refinance it, or I'm going to take some funds, liquid assets I have in a 401k or some kind of whatever that you may have, or retirement funds, or even a savings, and I'm going to pay them funds back and the property is mine. So just making sure someone is there to make that decision upon your death.
So will I be able to make additional payment towards that reverse purchase mortgage?
Yeah, absolutely. You can make. Now we talked about no payment required, right? That doesn't mean you can't make it. If you want the amount owed to be less upon your death, absolutely, you can make payments. It's an option.
And we're doing a recap, so we're trying to answer the questions that we already answered. But just in case you didn't look at podcast 1, 2, and 3, you're getting a lot of it here. Take the time out to go back and look at 1, 2, 3 podcasts.
That's right.
Because it's great information.
Absolutely.
Now, another question I have is, how's the interest calculated?
Oh, the interest is calculated. Okay, it is an FHA loan, right?
Right.
Okay, when you initially take it out, you have your upfront mortgage insurance. But with a reverse for purchase, it is not monthly that the mortgage insurance with FHA. It's yearly. It's a yearly calculate interest that's accrued and it's not really interest, it's a fee. It's a mortgage insurance fee that's added on there yearly.
Okay.
And that's 5% of the loan balance. So it's going to grow. But then there's also interest that's growing on top of that. And that's about 6 to 8%. The interest is growing. But then don't forget also that the property value, I'm excited. The property value is also increasing. So it's up there. And the property value increased, 4 to 6 equity every year. And so, but we'll just say on the average, let's say 4% on the average. That's what they say. Okay. And so it's kind of offsetting itself, but the balance will increase over time with the interest, 6 to 8%, and also the 5% mortgage insurance. And that's where the non-recourse comes in. That's where it stands in. That 5% you're paying yearly is the insurance on the recourse portion, where you'll never be able to pay more than what the house is worth.
Now, the major question is, can the bank force me out of my home?
Nope. Oh, well, let me clarify that. The only way that you could lose the property if you don't pay your property tax and insurance, just like any other property. This is there's no exemption from this, just like a regular, what we call a forward loan. If you don't pay your property tax and insurance, you can go in foreclosure. This is no different.
Okay.
Yes. That's the only
So
pretty much.
we don't get away from the property tax.
Yeah.
That right there is out of our control.
Yes, exactly.
You got to pay your property taxes.
and insurance. And HOA, because HOA too.
Oh yes, HOA will foreclose.
Close
I
on
had a client that recently got a letter saying that
They're gonna
about to get
Yep.
and it was like, can the HOA
Absolutely.
foreclose? Yes, they can.
Yep. Read your guidelines and your whatever they call it with HOAs.
Yes.
Yeah. So read those because you can force to foreclosure if you don't.
And then the last question I have for today is there a counseling fee? Any kind of counseling protection? Who guides me through this process?
Okay. Initial, and I thank you for answering that question. This is where HECM counseling is required for this. I don't care if it's a HECM, home equity conversion mortgage, where you're staying in your home, or you're moving with a reverse purchase. HECM, which is home equity conversion mortgage, counseling is required. And that's just a protection. HUD demanded and said this is protection for seniors so that they can understand the process. And they have a counseling session where they get a certificate that they have to sign that they've been through the HECM counseling. We cannot start the process unless you go through HECM counseling. And that is a fee for about $125 to $165. You have a choice. We give you options of the HECM counselors that you can choose from, and then you can go and just get those. And those are over the phone. So yes, that is protect you to make sure that you understand what you're getting into.
I don't have to go to a place. I do the counseling over the phone.
Mm-hmm. You do the counseling over the phone.
And by how long is that conversation?
Let's just say this. It depends on who you're talking to. Because, and when I say that, it's because there are some seniors, it depends on your age, it's very bright. I mean, I'm not saying the older were not bright, but as we get older, our comprehension level, because I'm feeling some of that right now, okay? But it just all depends on if what your comprehension level is. And when I get a client that's usually older, because I'm working with someone 91 now.
Wow.
Yes, but they're actually, I make sure and ensure that they have someone that's walking through the process with them. I'm
like
not
their daughter.
Yeah, I have a daughter in this particular situation. It's the daughter-in-law.
Oh,
that's walking through, and that's what I require, and that's just making sure that not only am I protecting Envision Home Lending and are saying that I'm taking advantage, and I know that I'm not, but you always want someone else, and then it's for also the benefit of the homeowner to be able to have somebody else that understands if they have questions in the future, and they can get in contact with me. Or sometimes we just trust our family members more. Do you remember what they said, or did you understand that? So I'm always doing
and it's always good to have a family member there, so someone else can hear what the person is saying.
Absolutely.
Because what I might think I'm hearing might not be what she's actually saying.
Exactly.
So with that being said, it's great to have a family member with you during this process.
It is, and I require it, and I won't move forward. It just depends on my level of comfort when I'm talking. And if it's someone 62, 65, 70, it depends on how I feel that they can comprehend what I'm talking about. And if I get that gut feeling, then I'm going to say, okay, I'm going to require you to have somebody with you to walk you through this process. But that's a counseling is required up front.
Now, I will be 62 next year, and I will still have my daughter there with me because what I might hear it might not be what she's saying.
Yeah.
So it's all, again, please have someone there with you to help you with the process.
To help you with the process. And then the process doesn't take as long if you have someone, unless you're, and just like me, I'm not tech savvy.
Me
and
either.
So
we both in the same boat.
And so If you're not that technical savvy person, and the process could be longer if you don't have someone to help you through uploading your documents, signing your e-signing, and then sometimes we would get our loved ones and our family members to help us through that. If not, it can take you longer because you got to wait till somebody stop by. They're gonna be here this weekend. You got to wait till they get off.
So hold on, back up. You said upload. I got to upload some documents
Yes,
too.
you do. Everything is done electronically.
I can't come in your office.
Yeah, you can come in and drop it off. Yes, you can.
Okay.
But we're not allowed anymore to go to homes and pick up. Yeah. We're allowed to do that at some point, but now
Can I have it FedEx?
Yeah, you can have it FedEx.
Okay. So I can have it delivered, or I can have it uploaded. But you can't come to my home.
No, not anymore.
Okay.
Yeah.
Understandable.
Yes.
So let's do the final recap. You have to be how old?
62 years of age.
And is that me and my spouse?
In the state, great question, because the state of Texas is a lot trickier when it comes to the reverse mortgage. And of course, reverse for purchase, or the HECM for purchase, is part of that. Is that both of you have to be at least 62 to be an eligible spouse. Okay. And so what we mean by that is that you have all the protection of both of you. It's just when the last one passed away, it's a protection through the whole process.
And what if my credit gets good, but my spouse's credit gets not good?
Credit, again, is not a non-qualifying. It just depends on what your credit makeup is what you may have to have a LISA. And you said, what is a LISA? A LISA is a life expectancy set aside, where you have to set aside a portion of your funds to pay your property tax and insurance because you're considered a risk. If we look at your credit portfolio and we see that you have some derogatory recent lates, unless there are extenuating circumstances. Sometimes there's medical reasons, going through their husband had cancer. And so the only thing they had to do is provide those documentation showing when his cancer started, look at the credit report to see if it lines up with the same time, and then a lease is not required. So there are extenuating circumstances where a lease is not required. But if it's because you just forgot to pay your bill this month,
which I might, I'm a senior.
Exactly, yeah. Or you had some kind of financial challenge, it does not disqualify you, but it does lessen your proceeds because a LISA is required.
And where I get this money from?
You get it from the equity in your home.
And who gonna sell that home?
Lola Carey.
That part.
And who's going to help you with this process? Who's going to hold your hand through this process and making sure you're taken care of?
Lola Carey.
No, Rhonda Hutchison.
Rhonda Hutchison gonna help you with the finance part. Lola Carey gonna help you with
But we're going to help them together. We're going to hold your hand together.
Yes, we're here to help you through the whole process,
from beginning by step by step.
Yes. Now, we got a big event coming up this October. So save the date, October the 22nd. That's a Wednesday.
Yes.
Come out, get all your questions answered. Not only that, Rhonda will be able to get you pre-approved right there at the scene. She's going to have her whole team there. And we will have other professional people that are like inspectors, so you can answer questions by inspection. We're going to have a whole team there to help you through this whole process.
Yes.
And we know that sometimes it can get overwhelming. So if anytime you get overwhelmed, just let one of us know.
Yeah.
We will slow it down so we can make sure you understand.
Yes.
And feel free to bring your family member, the one that's going to help you through the process. Feel free to bring them out too. So with that being said, we're going to end this podcast, but stay tuned.
Stay tuned.
Because we have the major event coming up October the 22nd. And we have one more surprise, but you got to come back.
Yeah, they got to come back.
You got to come back and see the end.
Yeah.
Bye. My name is Lola Carey with Lola Carey Realtor Group. Oh, you can reach me at 469-570-2019 or lolacarysaleshome@gmail.com. That's LOLACAREYSELLSHOMES @gmail.com. And again, If this is too fast for you, slow it down. And look at, oh, you know what? We're going to have it across the screen. So you'll be able to write it down. You can put this on pause and write all this information down.
Absolutely.
So now,
and I am Rhonda Hutchison, the Lone Lioness, and I'm the broker owner of Envision Home Lending. My number is 214-856-3747. My email address is Rhonda, RHONDA, at Envision, ENVISION, Lender, LENDER.com. And you can reach out to me with any questions, concerns, or if you just want to know more, reach out to me or let Miss Lola know or let me know, and we'll definitely get back with you and be able to communicate with you with all of your needs.
yes. So bye for now and see you soon.
Bye-bye.